Hi there, I'm Pat Rosebank, owner of the Rosebank Collection, which is the world's largest privately held collection of tiaras. The collection is swiftly approaching 400, mostly replicas of actual royal and historical tiaras from around the world, but some replicas of just fantasy pieces and some pure fantasy pieces. Now, I recently received something from a new tiara shop, DeGray's, which is on Etsy. And I've only opened the outside box, so this is going to be a nice little surprise for all of us. So first we have the outside box, which is really nice and sturdy, and I just slit the tape on it. As for what's inside, oh, I see something pretty here. Oh, beautiful blue tissue paper with the DeGray's collection logo on it right here. Very nice. Perfectly packed here. Oh, bubble wrap and blue. Oh, this is looking really, really high class here. Just imagine if you were a bride getting this and this is your tiara that you've ordered. So we go into here, take out the bubble wrap, and ooh, a round box. Oh, this is really gorgeous here. And I haven't even got through all the packaging yet. This beautiful blue DeGray's ribbon. And what do we got here? Let's see. We have got the DeGray's card here. Woo! And we can see here it says, "Hi Pat. Thought for the sake of the video to present this tiara as I would for any other customer. So I hope you enjoy it all. The gold Strathmore, because this is a replica of the Strathmore Rose Tiara, which was a tiara that was worn by young Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. Let me see here. So I hope you enjoy it all. The gold Strathmore is plated in real gold, which made it more expensive. Okay, brides, if you're thinking of ordering this, you could get it in silver plate or you could get it in real gold plate to really make your day special, I guess. Speaking as someone who has never been nor ever will be a bride, I still think that's really cool. Let's see, and the silver plate is actually rhodium plate, which is commonly used in plating. And rhodium is in fact very expensive because it's very similar to platinum, so it's priced accordingly. Anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Please find these collectors. Yes, actually, Fiona of DeGray's has told me, she's a fellow tiara collector. There are some of us, but we're kind of few and far between and hard to find. But I've heard from tiara collectors all around the world. South Africa, a lot from Asia, Vietnam and so forth. But this is, we are out there. We just need to find each other. And she has told me that her replicas, often they're replicas you can't find anyplace else. So her clientele consists of brides, of course, but also tiara collectors looking for that unusual piece to add to the collection. So anyway, her store is DeGray's Collection at Etsy.com. And she says, for what it's worth, I am the first person to have this tiara in gold. Now, the original tiara, there aren't all that many color photos of it, but it's actually a mix of silver and gold. You have to look closely to see the gold. So the Queen Mother's tiara was gold, or partly gold. So I figured mine should be gold or partly gold too. So we take out the box, and this is unusual because, oops, I'm going to put this down out of shot here. Take out all of this packing here so we can look at the important stuff. Now, what we've got here is a round box, which is unusual. Usually tiaras, you get them maybe in a square box. This is a really nice, looks like satin covered brown box. So this is a beautiful thing to keep your tiara in afterwards. And we've got the DeGray's branding inside it and more of that beautiful blue tissue paper. What do we get here? Ah, sealed inside with her seal. And what do we have? Oh, it's a shame to rip the paper here, but okay. Now this is, ooh, you've got a little tag on it and everything. This is, Oh, this is stunning. This is absolutely stunning. Now, there have been some replicas of the Strathmore out there on eBay and AliExpress and so forth, but they're smaller and they didn't really go for realism. This is very clear. It was, I presume, a 3D printed tiara, because that's how they do them now, and they get incredible accuracy. Back when I started collecting, it was just basically cup chain welded to a frame, so it maybe kind of sort of looked vaguely like the actual tiara, maybe if you squinted at it. But for, oh, I guess about 10 or 15 years now, tiara manufacturers have been using 3D printing techniques, and then they can make the mold from that and cast it in metals. So you're getting incredible realism now. And this is really gorgeous. And even, you know, the gold against the blue is stunning. You can imagine a bride maybe in a pale blue tinted wedding gown and then wearing the gold with it. And this tiara also, it's of a size that, you know, you could wear it to special events afterwards. I mean, my mother made her own tiara in the late 50s from a kit, which kind of started everything, because she always had this tiara and I'd get in trouble for dressing up in it when I was a kid. So that kind of sparked everything with my tiara collecting, although I didn't actually start it until about 20 years ago. So this is absolutely stunning, even, you know, looking at the back of it here. And the wire it's on is flexible enough that you can bend it to fit your head. I will say, though, if you need to bend it wider to make it fit, or even if you don't, what I always do to make a tiara fit better is just here on the ends, I will bend it in ever so slightly, just about the last 1.5 inches or so of the wire. Just bend it in ever so slightly so that it clings to your head better. Now this is CZ stones. You can actually see right through. This is not foil-backed stones. So it's CZ stones, really high quality cubic zirconia actually set into this. You've got a few where it's set with prongs, but mostly I think it's heat set, whereby they warm up the metal so it expands, and you know, they fit, or rather they cool the metal so it contracts a little, and then they put the stone in, then the metal expands. And or maybe I got that backwards. Science isn't exactly my strong point, but they use heat and cold to actually make the metal grasp the stones itself without having to use prongs. This is just gorgeous. Thank you so much for sending it to me, Fiona. Wow. And I know that DeGray's, they do have more tiaras that are not readily available coming out soon. They are in the process of being made. They have a lot of tiaras that are a special order commission from a manufacturer. So you will not be seeing these every place. But yeah, if you really want to be sort of like royalty, I mean, you can't do better than the Queen Mother's tiara from her youth. Now, when she wore it, it was the 20s and 30s, so she'd wear it low on the brow. This is what people did when the hairstyles were very short, because the golden age of tiaras was when hairstyles were big and puffy, so you had a lot to pad your head. Tiaras hurt, actually, unless you pad the head. It's, you know, it's just the pressure of seemingly light piece of metal, but, you know, it's digging into one spot, and that's going to be painful unless you have padding under it. I would recommend, maybe if you're going to wear it on your head, either have well back-combed padded hair, or even just a little braid to match your own hair, and just run that over the crown of your head, and then the tiara can rest on it very comfortably. But if you're doing like in the 20s and 30s when hair was short, you can wear it sort of low around the brow, so that the weight, it goes all the way around your head instead of just pressing on one point. If you'd like to see more of my tiara collection, you can see it at www.rosebanktiaras.com. And for DeGray's tiara collection, which is a shop, mine is not a shop, mine is an online museum, DeGray's collection at etsy.com.